I thought that I was going to become a public accountant, work at one of the big four accounting firms, work my way up to partner. It's a huge part of product marketing now that we're starting to see because of tough market, budget shrinking, customer churning. So customer retention, customer loyalty becomes really important because you can bring more money in, but if your customers start leaving, the bottom's just leaking. I'm Linda Sue. I am based in Los Angeles. I started my career in consulting and then focused in on go-to-market strategy, which led me to ultimately where I am right now in product marketing. I'm currently a senior product marketing manager at SalesLoft, leading solutions marketing. Outside of work, I love staying active. I was on the club tennis team at UCLA. During COVID, I picked up pickleball and then also hiking, Pilates, yoga, etc.
Awesome. You mentioned that you pivoted from consulting to product marketing. So definitely would love to hear more about that journey.
I'll start off by saying that almost every product marketer that I've met did not start in product marketing or even marketing. Like product marketing as itself as a career is fairly early in maturity. Similar to product management, it was really the rise of software and technology where you realize we need someone managing the requirements and the positioning and the launches of all this software and tech that we're creating. So product marketers come from multiple different backgrounds and experiences, and that's what's great about the career. For me personally, I majored in economics at UCLA in college. I ended up really loving my accounting classes. I had amazing professors, and so I thought that I was going to become a public accountant, work at one of the big four accounting firms, work my way up to partner. I had my career set freshman year of college. Fast forward, I did an internship junior year, and I realized that it wasn't a good fit for me. On the work side and the extracurricular side, I was doing marketing for a media production studio at UCLA, managing all their social media, their events, their communications, which I loved. That internship really showed me that it's not just about what you're studying, but what's your passion, what do you actually like. That's where I went back to the drawing board and said, this career path is not a good fit for me. I wanted something a bit more strategic and creative. Going into senior year, I essentially did what a lot of college students do, where you can't decide what you want to do after college, so you go into consulting. That was my answer. Throughout the summer, did a bunch of the case prep, studying, networking, ended up getting an offer with Deloitte. And that's where I started my career after college. And at Deloitte, it was a wonderful and also challenging experience of jumping between a bunch of different projects. I had about 4 to 6 week strategy projects ranging everywhere from clients in industries like oil and gas, entertainment, technology, financial services, to initiatives like HR training, software migrations, go-to-market strategy, social media and digital advocacy. It was just the whole span. I knew after being there for a while that I didn't see myself in consulting for the long term. I learned a lot of great experience, but I want to focus in on the projects that I was really passionate about, not just do the upfront strategy, but also see it through to execution. That's where I started doing a bunch of research, networking, and I stumbled upon product marketing. It was like, this is exactly what I want to do. This is what I did in my go-to-market strategy projects for clients. Now I'm going to be able to take that beautiful plan and actually go and implement it and drive impact for a business.
Now that you're in product marketing, would love to learn more about the day-to-day life as a senior product marketer. Can you tell us a little bit
Yeah.
about your work and the highlights of your day?
I started at SalesLoft nearly a year ago. SalesLoft is a sales technology company. We help salespeople, prospects, building pipeline, finding new customers, manage all of the deals in their pipeline, forecast accurately, and then drive growth and expansion in that business. I specifically focus on solutions marketing. What I do is translate our product and our features into the language of customer challenges and outcomes. So it's essentially positioning your product, not just talking about our product can do X, but how does it solve your needs? How does it help you drive the results you want to drive? How does it help you do your job? As a solutions marketer, the main core areas that I focus on include understanding our customers and our buyers. What do they want to do and achieve with our product? And then creating messaging and positioning for that. And then working with every single team across marketing to bring that to our content campaign, bring that externally on our website, to our events, customer case studies. What I also love about solutions marketing is that for our solutions to really make an impact, it's integrating them across our full customer life cycle. So not just generating demand and attracting people, but now that we say we can drive this outcome for you, and this is a use case that we solve, how do we show that to you in our sales process? How do we help you adopt more of the product so you can drive more success? I touch just about every single team, which I love the cross-functional nature of my role. The way you make impact is through everyone else and every part of the org to get to the customer.
Would you say that it's similar to what you did in consulting?
So many transferable skills from consulting, just from learning extremely fast, having curiosity, that natural customer-centric, client-focused nature. One of the challenging parts is getting buy-in from all these cross-functional stakeholders and influencing without sometimes having authority over the end product. How do you get people to be aligned on the same objectives? How do you position the benefit for your team and in the end, our customer? Those are all skills that you learn in consulting that I use every single day in product marketing and are so critical.
That's amazing. What's something most people don't know about your role?
I think the huge part of product marketing now that we're starting to see because of tough market, budget shrinking, customers are churning. So customer retention, customer loyalty becomes really important because you can bring more money in, but if your customers start leaving, the bottom's just leaking. So you're really not doing anything. How do you ensure that your customers are set up for success? And product marketing is a key lever in helping you do that. With my specific role around solutions marketing, I touch every single aspect of our customer life cycle and our sales process. For a lot of companies, solutions marketing and even product marketing focuses a lot more on the pre-sales, demand gen, or sales part of the process. It doesn't always extend through to post-sales. For example, when I was at Salesforce, most of my job was around enabling sales on selling our product to certain industries, contributing to the pipeline numbers, creating content, campaigns, et cetera, to drive pipeline up. But within SalesLoft now, I work a lot with our customer success, our customer education teams, and making sure we're pulling in that consistent experience. Are you actually onboarded onto the product? How do you understand how each part is going to help you achieve your goals? And then how do we ensure through every quarterly business review, through every success check-in, that they are accomplishing the KPIs related to those solutions and outcomes they want to drive?
Would you say that's a distinction between product marketing and traditional marketing in your organization? I've heard that in traditional marketing, it's hard to get leadership buy-in. It's hard to show that number, the impact that marketing team is making to the quote unquote bottom line. What are your thoughts on that?
That is a great point you bring up, Sophia. And I think on one end, measuring is hard in product marketing. Measuring impact is hard in marketing as well in some ways. The pipeline contribution, conversion rates, we have more of the technology to do. But to truly understand the total value that marketing or product marketing is generating, a lot of it is intangible. A quote that our current CMO at SalesLoft said that really speaks to me is, you can't just build what is on the income statement. You also need to build stuff on the balance sheet, like assets, your brand, community, influencers, stuff that has immense unquantifiable value, but is so critical. If you think of, why do you buy something? In the end, you think of the prestige of the brand. Do they show up where I am? Do they have influencers? It's a balance of trying to quantify where you can and looking at the data, but at the same time understanding where can I make longer term investments to drive growth. My advice for product marketers would be, one, center on the numbers as much as you can. Understand like objectives and key results that at a company level we want to drive. Translate those into one for your product marketing team and translate them into one for yourself. Some of them might be shared. For example, I have a lot of shared metrics with our sales team, such as increasing win rates for a specific segment by a specific percentage, or helping drive full platform adoption. These are shared across sales, customer success, but having those shared goals actually helps align you as well. And wherever you can measure your contribution to website conversion rates, pipeline generated, also getting qualitative feedback from sellers on demos you've created, on how they're using them in sales calls. That all helps build a story. All those different qualitative and quantitative data points can show your impact and where's opportunity areas and gap areas to focus on next.
When you were positioning yourself as a competent and confident product marketer with a consulting background, what were the things that you highlighted?
For me, having a very deep understanding of what product marketing and the role is. That's what comes from doing a bunch of research, talking to folks in product marketing. Once you have that deep understanding, then you know, where do I have skills that can transfer? For me, my entry point was really around industry. The most recent project I was on before I left consulting for product marketing was working with public sector and social good clients. The role that I started in at Salesforce was focused on industry product marketing for public sector. I covered nonprofit, education, and government. I positioned my various skills as well as I already understand the industry. I've had these experiences with clients. Everything starts to fall into place more. Once you find that one industry point, you start to develop your story. Maybe it's finding a common industry, a common company size. Maybe it's finding a product that you have experience in, finding some place to ground yourself in, just knowing the responsibilities and building those skill sets. And then you can craft a more compelling story about why you're a good fit. There's a lot of great courses too. Product Marketing Alliance, Pragmatic Institute, getting some of those certifications to show that I know the baseline frameworks of product marketing. I understand what the job requires. And from these experiences, this is how I know I can do that.
Gotcha. What was most helpful as you were doing your research to understand more about product marketing?
I would say building your network of folks in product marketing, understanding what you do day to day, what are the really important skill sets. I think within product marketing too, it gets very nuanced. When you're interviewing for different roles, your role and what you do is going to be different based on the product, how technical, non-technical, the buyer, how big the product marketing team is, the size of the company, stage, all these different factors into the day-to-day responsibilities. Also understanding for yourself, do you fit better in a startup environment or more of a scaled growth stage company or a larger enterprise company? At a startup, you might have one product marketer, two product marketers doing just about everything. And the larger you grow as a company, you start to have a product marketer specialized within each function. For example, previously I was at Salesforce. We had product marketers focused on sub-segments of sub-industries, understanding what industries you want to work for, what buyer personas you want to serve. Is it competitive intelligence that you want to focus on? Is it pricing? Do you want to be a generalist PMM? It's really important to have the direction yourself so you can be more focused, especially I know we're in a tough market right now and there's a lot of people looking for a select number of roles. The more targeted you can be, the more you can put that quality into the networking, the conversations that you have, the better chances you have in securing that role.
Where do you see the PMM role evolving in the next few years?
That is a good question. One thing that everyone is talking about right now is AI. ChatGPT came in and became this disruptor that essentially democratized AI to knowledge workers, not just folks in the technical field or the coding space, but me, folks in marketing. I'm already starting to see a lot more products tailored to support product marketing. I think In the marketing technology space, you see a bunch of software that's for marketing automation, demand generation. But within product marketing, we're starting to leverage new content mediums such as guided product tours. We're starting to see products that help you scale message testing. So you get insights from buyers and customers within kind of a 12, 24-hour turnaround. All these different aspects that can give you time back in your day and help you be more strategic in how you execute.
This has been very helpful. Any last words of advice for product marketers or people who want to get into product marketing?
I know we addressed a bit of the market we're in right now, and especially in the tech space, it is tough, right? But it won't always be this way. Everything moves in cycles, and what you can do right now to set yourself up for success is continue to network, continue to build transferable skills in product marketing, and at the same time, be open to other industries, other products. The hardest part is getting your foot in the door, like that first role and proving that, yes, I can be a product marketer, I can do it. At the same time, product marketers come from all corners of the world. Some other common roles I've seen PMMs come from include sales enablement, solution engineering, product management. Our career is a really windy journey. Be open and flexible to starting somewhere else, finding a company that supports internal mobility and making a lateral jump, finding a role that is a good reflection of your skill set and can be transferred, and then just set yourself up for success for when that role arrives.
Really appreciate your time and for being so open to share your experience with us.
Of course, thank you, Sophia. Great chatting with you.